man dressed as hip-hop legend Snoop Dogg went around NFT.NYC to get things going at the non-fungible token event. While the purpose was to add some joy to the meeting, the internet world had mixed feelings. Kevin Collier tweeted about his interaction with the imposter Snoop Dogg in Times Square. As per Collier, the guy wearing the popular rapper was not Snoop Dogg, but rather a lookalike appointed to excite people. Collier went on to say that the encounter feels like a metaphor, alluding to the copyright concerns that arise with NFTs. Regiskake, a Twitter user, posted a picture of the phony Snoop Dogg wearing a VIP name tag that read Doop Snogg. While Doop Snogg was present to increase enthusiasm for the occasion, not everybody was pleased. The step was criticized by Redditor Synthpop, who pointed out that NFTs have counterfeit art, fake hoopla, and a fake Snoop. So far, everything is on brand, they wrote. The fake Snoop Dogg did not captivate Redditor as either. The Redditor expressed their displeasure by pointing out that NFTs, a technology created to safeguard truthfulness, is presently being marketed with a fake version of a person. The iconic rapper was named as a major shareholder in a financing round for MoonPay, an on- and off-ramp supplier, alongside industry VIPs such as Justin Beiber, Willis, and Ashton Kutcher in April. MoonPay has also recently launched an NFT global market in collaboration with Snoop Dogg's Death Row Records. The True Snoop Dogg, Billy Ray Cyrus, and the Avila brothers published A Hard-Working Man in March. Animal Concerts, a metaverse company, backed the release with a 50,000-piece NFT drop. If you already thought NFT Week in New York City was out of control, a man dressed as Snoop Dogg walking around the event makes perfect sense. A reporter at the NFT.NYC conference in Times Square spotted a man he initially mistook for the Dogfather. Only after attempting to obtain a quote from him was he told that the person was only dressed like Snoop and had hired the guards to make it appear more credible. Doop Snogg is an expert lookalike of Eric Finch who easily duped dozens of fans as he started walking around Times Square with his posse. A non-fungible token is blockchain-based digital money that has become a fresh type of investment, with many celebrities getting involved. Snoop Dogg himself is engaged with NFTs. There.xyz appointed Finch, whose fake beard duped audiences into thoughts he was the true Dogfather, to construct hoopla for the latest NFT.NYC event in New York City. Enthusiasts of Snoop Dogg who participated in NFT.NYC last week tweeted selfies with the rapper. Eric Finch is a 50-year-old father of 5 from Fontana, California, who earns a living as an impersonator of one of the most well-known figures, Snoop Dogg. As per Euroweb, Finch transitioned from Navy war vet to expert Snoop Dogg impersonator. He obtains up to 150 fan texts per day and once earned $2,000 for a 15-minute reservation. It all started when he was repeatedly confused for the Long Beach rapper. When he's out, he's always surrounded by fans. They're successfully told it's him because of how much he resembles the D.O. Double Grizzle, and it's earning him a lot of money. Finch has been scheduled for photo shoots, parties, and trade shows for the past 2 years. He's even been asked to appear on television. It's natural for me now, if I see someone screaming Snoop on the street, I shout back "What's cracking, baby?" and other things, then I'll go back to acting like a fool with my wife and kids, he told the website. I've had people ask me a few times, "Hey man, can you blaze on with me?" I always tell them not right now and leave it. When asked if the limelight is overwhelming for him, Finch says he's just getting used to it. I never imagined my life would be like this. I get to experience celebrity life, he said. It's amazing to see people crying, jumping, screaming, and pushing others out of the way to get in there. What's even funnier is that Eric Finch got so much attention last month for assisting a random person with car trouble on a California highway, and paparazzi and the internet mistook him for him. There was a story about Snoop Dogg saving a car driver on the side of a California highway, and that was me. I took a picture with the person as an act of kindness, and the next thing I knew, everyone was seeing my picture online, he explained. Later, I was contacted to confirm it was me and not the real Snoop, but by then, it had gone viral, and people couldn't tell us apart. Possessing a renowned lookalike can be extremely beneficial at times. Most recently, he was spotted at an NFT meeting and everyone again mistook him. He took photos and gave autographs to them as he was the real Snoop Dogg. This news definitely reached the legendary rapper Snoop Dogg, and his reaction and response were also recorded by the media. I'm at the NFT.NYC conference in Times Square again, and Snoop walked by, flanked by security, tweeted NBC News reporter Kevin Collier. I grabbed his handler and told him I'm a reporter and would appreciate a few minutes. The man stated, "Actually, that's an impersonator. Legally, they can't say it's him. They hired him to generate excitement." When the real Snoop heard about the excitement, he responded to Collier with the predictable and simple Doop Snogg. Snoop has his hands in the NFT space, despite not being in attendance at the event. He debuted his journey with the Dog non-fungible tokens earlier this year, which highlighted his upbringing. He's also stated his intention to turn Death Row into an NFT label. Following the latest stories that an actor recruited to imitate the legendary rapper was seen lurking around NFT.NYC, Snoop Dogg has now responded. The conference took place previously this week in Times Square for non-fungible token enthusiasts. On Wednesday, NBC News reporter Kevin Collier tweeted, "I'm at the NFT.NYC conference again in Times Square, and Snoop walked by, flanked by security." Collier went on to say that he approached the fake Snoop's handler, introduced himself as a reporter, and requested time with the legendary West Coast rapper. "The guy said that's an impersonator, you can't legally say it's him, they hired him to drum up excitement," Collier concluded. It appears to be a metaphor. Shortly after, a picture of the lookalike, which does resemble Snoop Dogg, surfaced online. The apparent giveaway is his name tag, which says Doop Snogg. The real Snoop Dogg has now responded to Kevin Collier's tweet by simply stating the impersonator's name. In the defensive strategy of Collier's error, it's also plausible to believe that Snoop Dogg would hang out at an NFT festival given his fondness for the tokens. In April, the rapper published A Journey with the Dog, a collection of NFTs that chronicled various phases of his life. The rapper has also stated that he intends to include NFT updates on his recently bought Death Row records, hinting that his 1992 Dr. Dre collaboration Nothing But a G-Thing could be the first. When iconic hip-hop rapper Snoop Dogg revealed his intention to turn Death Row into an NFT record label, the music world was not prepared. Snoop's choice to incorporate blockchain technology into his brand broadened the scope of what NFTs represent, and is already assisting in the integration of the blockchain world with entertainment. Snoop Dogg started his journey into the world of non-fungible tokens by collecting them under an alias. The pocket held approximately $17 million in NFTs and approximately 250 non-fungible tokens as of 2021. In March 2021, he published his NFT, which included an original track and his dog coin. The NFT sold for as much as $33,500 when it was first released. The singer's interest in NFTs extends beyond musical applications, as he is currently creating his Snoopverse in the metaverse. This digital land space is a digital knockoff of his mansion in California. Before declaring Death Row as a non-fungible token-focused label, he collaborated on blockchain development with a gaming company. This collaboration resulted in the release of his new album, Back on Death Row. According to the news portal Decrypt.co, Snoop Dogg's NFT collection is highlighted by 9 items from the Ethereum blockchain-based CryptoPunks project. His wallet contains CryptoPunks' most valuable profile picture NFTs, which are worth approximately $4.6 million roughly Rs. 3.4 crores. Snoop Dogg also owns 10 Meebits NFTs, which are 3D avatars created by Larva Labs, the creators of CryptoPunks. According to Decrypt.co, the Countdown rapper also owns more NFTs from the generative artwork series, Art Blocks, as well as NFTs from Tom Sachs' Rocket Factory. Well, this is the end of the video. Let us know in the comments whether you liked the video. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our